Today, we're talking about the plague, abuse. Now, abuse is theft. That's what I've always said. Some of you may have noticed that Abuse Nation has been somewhat quiet in the last couple of months. While I had hoped that the use of testimonials would help, we have not received a lot of abuse stories. While this is disappointing for me, I can't blame anyone for being shy about facing the awful things that have happened to them and just turning on a dime. I realized what I think is the best way to help abuse victims might be meaningless to other people, especially on a topic as disturbing as abuse. I thought my idea was perfect, asking people to hear other people's testimonials. My original idea of getting thousands, maybe millions of testimonials was that hearing the same exact story from a multitude of people would convince victims that the real cause of their problems isn't the victims themselves, but a repeated pattern of psychotic behavior practiced by abusers. It can't be the victim's fault. But I'll ask you to forgive me, and I mean that. My life experience has made me think of things from a logical and scientific point of view, but I have to admit my embarrassment at suggesting that knowing how long it takes to face the underlying experience of abuse in the first place makes this whole idea not feasible at all. I myself know the cloud that covers the mind as you try to move forward in life because of abuse. I should have known better. I was offering logic to people whose logic has been stolen from them, myself included. A logical explanation doesn't rid people of feelings of loss and pain that abuse brings to all victims. So let me try again by telling my own story. While I can say that my experiences are not the worst, I can say that I have had many moments in my life where I was not able to do anything except take a nap. Anxiety seems to be my poison, and when it's on full bore, I will watch TV and can't bring myself to do anything else. I'm not trivializing depression or PTSD. Basically, I have experienced both of these. My point is that I've been sad and frustrated that I can't simply put my head down and get into a state of flow and produce something that means something to me. I'm a musician and a writer, and these things have haunted me for years because I cannot really achieve what I want. This doesn't necessarily involve achievement like writing a book or creating a sculpture, but something even as ordinary as maintaining a relationship with friends. That's what all of us suffer from. What is a crime is the theft of a healthy life. I originally framed the sad loss of abuse in terms of the loss of Einsteins and Teslas, but most of us are not Einsteins or Teslas. So what is lost is a satisfying emotional life and a sense of peace. I see this as a crime, but only one of them. For those of you who have experienced physical pain and violation of some kind, it becomes harder to simply accept what has happened. You can't just move on. So rather than my deciding the best way for you to heal from abuse, I will ask you to tell me what you would like to see on the YouTube channel that this is being played on. Or even if a YouTube channel is valid at all. How do you feel that you can regain dignity and a sense of peace? How do you want to interact with other victims? Is it important what you think? Of course it is, because I would like to form a coalition of abuse victims. You need to feel comfortable with anything I do. So please contact me with your ideas at abusenation@gmail.com. That will be below this video in the text. I hope that we can help each other and work to end this plague. Thank you for listening.